Hello, everyone. This is Amy Dean, and I'm so excited to be here with you. This is a video for one of our members, and those of you who are also struggling with getting in touch with your higher self, connecting with messages, spiritual and intuitive messages. And any of you who are finding that you're having a hard time letting go of subconscious fears or anything at all that is creating anxiety or worry in your life. So with that being said, I want to thank our member for letting us know that in our Tuesday transformation poll, which by the way, all of you are invited to ask me a question, leave a comment, let me know what is it that you're struggling with? What do you need most support with? And I'm here to guide you through that process and to be here with you every single step of the way. So I'm going to come to that member's message here. And I'm going to answer this. And then I invite all of you to take a few notes if this feels that it resonates for you. So first things first, this member says, I want to get to the next level of my spiritual awakening. I want to connect with my higher self and connect with messages from my angels. I often see repetitive numbers after talking to them in my mind and have felt their presence, but it's really hard to connect with any messages directly. I also want to let go of subconscious fears that create anxiety and worry in my life. So first and foremost, my heart goes out to you, because it's a lot. I mean, it's so much to be carrying all of these different things. And naturally, it is connected to your intuition. So I want to share a little bit about what's really happening here at the core. What's really happening. So when we think about our intuition and, of course, our spiritual awakening, we come up against so many different blocks along the way. Now, these are all internal blocks, and they're all connected to our core wounds of either shame, abandonment, disempowerment, or survival. So if you imagine for a moment that you're a person that wants to connect with your higher self, right? You want to connect with your intuition, but you're finding that no matter what you do, it feels blocked. Or you're getting some messages, but not all messages, or seeing repetitive messages, but not even knowing how to really connect with them or what to do with them. So on that note, when it comes to intuition, I have to share with you something that is so important about these core wounds. So number one, you are naturally intuitive. You naturally have all the wisdom, all the peace, all the love, all the joy. That's who you are. You are your highest self. Anything that isn't your higher self is what I call a guarding subpersonal. Oh, try that again. Subpersonality, or part of you. So in other words, this is a part of your personality, a part of you who says, for example, I need to do this several times. I'm a perfectionist. I have to make sure I get it right. Or a part of you that says, for example, you're doing it all wrong. Why can't you just get it right? Such as an inner critic. So we have so many different parts of us. I mean, especially if you've been through trauma, you have so many additional parts, and they usually stem from these core wounds and these core roots. Now, the issue with this here is that when we're trying to connect with our intuition, it's like a blockage to the higher centers of our awareness. So what's really happening is you're coming up against all these different woundings, especially as this member noted, they're experiencing anxiety and worry. And so in any case, no matter what emotions you're going through, when you are trying to contact your spirit guides or your higher wisdom, and you find that something is amiss, something's not quite right, what's really happening there is your wounds, your blocks are now coming up because you are growing, because you are moving towards change and spiritual awakening. Now, this is when everything comes up. Now, that might feel a little unfair to some extent. It's like, here I am, I'm spiritually awakening, or now I'm finally opening to who I am, or I'm ready to open to who I am. And then boom, right? You come up against these blocks. So the truth is, the way to heal this, and the way to heal all of this, by the way, the way to heal anxiety, worry, the way to heal this block from your intuitive knowing, from your higher wisdom, from your higher self, is to heal one or all of your core wounds. And just healing one, and again, shame, abandonment, disempowerment, or survival, just healing one of those and discovering what that number one core wound is for you is the answer. Because I can tell you, I know for myself as well, I was a very spiritually open child and was able to see people who had crossed over. And then I became very scared and also went through a lot of trauma in my childhood. And so what ended up happening for me is I was blocking that too. I was blocking my intuition. I didn't know how to get free. I had no idea. And I kept going to different books and workshops and taking courses and you name it. I was like, I'm just trying to understand why this is happening. And then I was introduced to the Akashic records. And also, in the psychology field that I'm in, was able to pull two and two together to understand that trauma is at the root. It is always at the root because most of us have been through trauma of some kind. So if we really unravel that, you don't have to take another intuition course. You don't have to take another anxiety relief course. You don't have to take anything else. You can just tap into your true wisdom. So I invite you, if you haven't already, to book a call with our amazing team. We have Jennifer here especially, and she is here to take your calls and to answer any questions you have about your core wound, about what it looks like to heal this wound, right? What are some questions you have about your ultimate dream? What would you like to experience? In other words, if you were to get to that next level of spiritual awakening, what would that look like for you without any blocks? And be able to explore that even more deeply on this call together. So please, you'll actually find the link in the description. So please book that in your own time when you're ready. Know that Jennifer is here in the group supporting you as well. And you can learn more about her and her journey and how she has healed her core wounds through this experience. And now she's here to share that with all of you. So I look forward to connecting with you. Please do share with me anything that maybe comes up as a follow-up question, or maybe this sparked something else in you, another insight. And I look forward to chatting with you very soon.